Starting on our side, we're lifted up on forearm, elbow under shoulder. We take our bottom leg, holding the band with our top foot. Bottom leg lifts and lowers through pointed toe. Knee stays facing forward, keeping that hip squared. Lifting through that inner thigh, flexing foot. We now drive the knee in, keeping that leg in one equal distance off of the mat throughout this movement. Trying to, again, keep that knee facing forward, not pointing up to the sky. Laying all the way down, we're going to square up on our hips. Hips are stacked, knees are stacked. Separating those toes, we lift on that band through pointed toe. Lifting and lowering, feeling that length through the hip, lengthening out long. And now we go into hot potato. So lengthening through that leg and hip, we double tap forward, double tap back, trying to find that connection through the pelvis. So we're trying to stabilize the pelvis, try not to let it wiggle forward and back. Top arm fingertips are on the mat. Go ahead and use that as a little kickstand to help support the upper body. From here, we take a nice flexed foot and we pulse up to lift again, paying attention that knee faces forward, hips stay squared. And we go into circles. So we circle back, growing longer through that leg, out of that hip, and keeping hips stable, and reversing direction. And your turn to repeat on the other side. Now we come down into quadruped on our forearms, taking the band between our thighs. We're lifting up through flexed foot, keeping the hips squared, lifting and lowering, again, trying to stabilize those hips. We stay at the top and we give our pulses. Crown of the head's long, nice straight back. We move into hydrants, opening up to the side. As you lift the knee to the side, try not to lean again into that right hip. Left hip's moving. We go into pulses, super steady and still through the upper body. We lower down, we extend that leg, we lift, and we rainbow back from side to side. Leg stays long, movement is from the hip. Only the one hip is moving. Stability throughout the pelvis. Going long out of that hip while you reach from one side and crossing over to the back. Well done. And we take our leg out to the side, we bend and we extend, keeping the knee and the thigh in the same position. The only movement happens from that knee as we bend and extend, keeping that knee lifted, and then you'll move to the other side. Next, we move into our back extension movement. Laying on our stomach, head is rested. We're lifting the knees up off of the ground. Feet are flexed, and then we go to pointed as we lengthen out long. Now we lift and lower through pointed toe, again growing longer out of that hip, super anchored in through belly button, pubic bone, and hips. Leaving legs lifted, we go into opening and closing. Try not to bend those legs. Staying nice and lifted, connected through core. We lift the upper body, stay looking down, and we flutter, swimming the arms and the legs. Trying not to move anywhere but through those limbs, through shoulder joint and hip joint. And we hold. Go ahead and lower all the way down. You push back, and well done.